Welcome to Friday, March 8th, International Women's Day. I am so excited to be doing a live today, and I'm excited to be doing a live that is inspired by an event that I attended this morning. So I hope you are all enjoying this Friday and thinking about spring and thinking about what you are going to be wearing this spring as you start achieving your new goals. And I really know that a lot of times women are very resistant to change their wardrobe with a lot of beliefs that we have that are often telling ourselves that we can't dress this way because we don't have the body type. If I dress this way, this reflects a personality or a societal belief. And there's lots of these interesting things that people are constantly telling us in order for us to either be accepted or fit in or be part of different organizations. And so today, I really want to talk to you about an interesting story that I heard this morning. I attended a international women's breakfast here in Greenwich, and there was 4 panels of women that spoke about their journey in this industries, growing their careers, advancing from the restaurant business to the finance cultures to all different environments. And one story that really stood out to me, was all about this woman in about 1981 when she started to venture into the career world. And she was working for a financial company. And when she got in, she was honoring herself in who she was, but was in a male-dominated company. And this wonderful gentleman had took her under his wing to help her and guide her to kind of be able to fit into this male-dominated company. But he said to her one day, and this was in 1981, so don't get all nervous about this. He said to her, "I want to let you know that I really recommend that you go down to Saks Fifth Avenue and you get a stylist in the store and you have her help you buy 5 navy blue suits and 5 white shirts to go with those navy blue suits and a particular pair of shoes." And there was a very interesting reasoning behind wearing these things. In order for her to be taken seriously at that job, at that time frame, and respected in a male-dominated industry, she had to wear navy suits. Navy. Now, she had worn a brown suit, but she couldn't wear brown because that had a kind of a crappy meaning to it, if you know what I mean. She couldn't wear black because I forgot the meaning that she told me, but it had some meaning, and gray had another meaning too. The only color that was going to be acceptable was to wear navy. And she did this because she wanted to win the respect of these men. She wanted to do her job. She wanted to learn and grow. And she just had to deal with that kind of situation. But she knew that it was going to bring her great advantage because she knew that by following these guidelines, she was going to advance, be accepted. They would take her seriously. She knew how she had to present herself. She knew how she had to do the other things. But wearing this particular color, wearing these particular outfits was what she had to do. Now, I bring that up because that really made me think about now, where it's, 2024, and we do still have some of those restrictions. If you've ever been in the financial industry, you still see that full suits are very important to what to wear. Lawyers have to wear all black or fully suited colors. You don't see them wearing red suits, but red suits is very popular, and you'll find those in other environments, but you're not going to find that in very financial or law kind of businesses and structures. But here's a little something that you might not know. if you've ever gone to a luxury store like Gucci or Chanel, and where they're selling the clothing and the bags, their staff has to wear black. They wear black uniforms. And so in even these luxury businesses, which was always mind-boggling to me, that luxury brands, even like if you work for Tom Ford Beauty or you work for some of these beauty brands, they want you in all black. And I was always like, why? Because that happened. I worked for a beauty brand where I had to wear all black. I hated it because I don't like black. I like color. I like, having my freedom and my personality. And I know that was very restrictive for me. And I know that we all have those encounters where we get invitations maybe to a black tie wedding. And you're like, I don't really want to get a ball gown. I don't wear them all the time. That's why something like Rent the Runway exists now, and they're doing more and more formal dresses, so you don't have to spend thousands of dollars on a formal dress that you're probably never going to wear again, right? So we are constantly in environments where sometimes we have to, in order to be in this environment, dress a certain way because of the expectations, the guidelines. And for some people, that is very restrictive. For some people, that can make us angry. It could feel like somebody's controlling us. It could feel like someone's taking our independence away. And I would love for you to understand that maybe we have to do it for whatever those reasons are. But instead of feeling like I'm taking my independence away, is to think about, okay, how can I dress to still show my personality? How can I dress to, sometimes I've had clients say, I have to hide all my tattoos. And I've had people like, okay, I'm totally fine with that. We just put on the blazer. We just make sure that they're always wearing like a full long sleeve jacket. Or, there's even body makeup that can cover the tattoos and stuff. But there are limitations some places where you have to wear maybe navy, or it's black and white, or maybe it's, some of these retail stores where you do have to wear denim, or you do have to wear khaki, and you go to Target and everybody's got to wear a red shirt. And that could really be frustrating. Red is a wonderful color, and as I've talked about this many times in Feng Shui, red is a very auspicious color, but too much red can be overempowering. So sometimes it doesn't work in every environment. But if you were to bring me four women and say to me, Christine, all these women have to wear navy, I would say to you, okay, that's no problem. But I would talk to each of these women. I'd find out their personalities, and I'd find out what they like. Maybe one person likes dresses that are short. Maybe one person likes long dresses. Maybe another one likes suits, and maybe one likes suits, kind of like a blousier top and just casual pants. But within those four women, I would be able to dress them and show their personality and still keep them in the color coordinations that they needed to be in. And navy is a very popular color, and if you don't know about this, navy and black tend to be very core colors in many businesses that they're always going to have in stores. And those are the items that tend to not go, for some brands, tend to not go on sale. Those colors tend to usually stay because they're core. They keep them all year round. And what happens is there are, when things go on sale, it's usually not the core items that most of the brands have. So if you walked into Club Monaco today, in the last week or two that I've been in that store, they're heavy on black and white. And that's not usual. Their whole, last collection was kind of softer colors, off-white, pinks. But all of a sudden, this season, they're bringing in, and for spring, interesting, but they have a lot of black in there. So if you said to me, hey, Christine, I have to work in a job where I only wear black or wear black and white, I would be going to maybe that store, depending on your personality, because there's a variety of ways that you can wear black that honor your body type and honor your personality. So one of the things that really stood out to me for this woman who was telling this story, which again was in 1981, but she wanted to advance in her career, and now she has taken her career to many, many levels. And she did at that time put herself in those suits. But it wasn't going to restrict her. It was just a journey at that time of what she needed to do just to get herself in the door and get people to respect her. In fact, when my friend went to Japan, I think it was about a couple of years ago, she actually said to me, and I was quite surprised, she had said that there was Chanel, there was Gucci, there was all these luxury brand stores, lots of shopping there. But in the particular area of Japan that she was in, they only wore black. Everybody in Japan wore black. Have you heard of this? Has anybody been to cultures where they've seen this? Comment below if you did. And what she said was the reason why. It was to show that there was no way that anyone could tell your status, of your income, of your lifestyle. And I was like, really? In this time and age, like this one particular area. And I thought it was fascinating because she said too, yeah, it was weird because there was Chanel and there was Gucci and there was all these levels. So why were they so much into those stores? Because those stores tend to be very prominent in the fact that they will, kind of say, I've got money or something. Saying that right away. But my whole concept to help you understand is in times that you might have to be in jobs to maybe it's the beginning of your career, or maybe it's the beginning of a new job, or maybe you have to attend an event, or maybe you're speaking at a gathering and you really pretty much on an everyday basis are working from home, you're pretty much in very casual clothes, and then all of a sudden you've got a speaking gig that's a really important speaking gig coming up to you, and they're saying to you, hey, this is more business formal, where it means like, hey, I've got to get suited up, or I got to put on a dress, or I've got to be in a more formal outfit. And you go to your wardrobe and you're like, oh, now I've got a problem because I have been business casual for months, pretty much every day. So when you're thinking about taking on new roles, stepping into new industries, your wardrobe will matter. Your wardrobe has an impact on you because it boosts your energy and confidence, but the environment that you're in might have expectations that if you show up to work, you should be dressed this way. Now, there are plenty of environments that are very casual, but sometimes people go too casual. And sometimes that could work against you because people are judging you. And I know we want to live in a judge-free world of not caring what people think, but sometimes you do have to rethink those things. You're not going to wear your sandals and your cover-up from the beach to work. That's not going to work out unless you're working at a beach club. That's a totally different story. But you want to always be thinking this spring, what are the things that I'm going to achieve? Speaking more, getting on the video, presenting, maybe even to smaller groups. Like the women that presented today sat down at a table. It was the table up here, and they all spoke. And one woman, I know she was wearing Veronica Beard. I know that outfit. And I was like, oh, she's got the green on. It was gorgeous on her. There was another woman who was wearing a beautiful teal dress. And then there was another woman who wore black with a little bit of red underneath. Another woman had black on but had a leather khaki jacket on. And then the woman on the end had black skirt with a black tweeded jacket that kind of had a lot of fringe and personality to it, with a little bit of black into it. But I was thinking about it, and I thought about one of the things, and I was like, what if I didn't remember their names, but I just remembered the outfit she was wearing? The lady in the teal blue. Someone would remember her name because that kind of stood out more. The lady in the olive green. Oh, that stood out more. So one of the other things that we also don't really think about is, do you want to blend in or do you want to stand out? You go to a networking event. I went in today. There was food, there was all the stuff, but there was tables. There was all round tables. And I thought, oh no, I don't know where to sit. I was like, I got really nervous because I'm like, are these tables set up? Do we have name things? And I met this woman and I started talking to her. And, we ended up sitting at another table. But there was that panic for me in those few moments of like, where am I going to sit? I don't know anybody. I went to an event not knowing anyone. And most people do. And yeah, I never remember names, but I don't forget an outfit. Yeah, Cindy, that's so true. It's easier to remember an outfit or something significant that somebody's wearing. So, a statement piece, a really great jacket, a really great bag, something that stands out. Guess what? I love your bag. I love your shoes. It's an easier way for me to start talking to you. So if you're someone who's very, very nervous about going to networking events, think about your outfit. Think about what can I wear that people are going to tend to really compliment you on. If there's a piece in your wardrobe that you're always getting compliments on, that's the piece you want to wear. Because what happens is it's easier for people to come up to you and say, oh, I love your top. Oh, I love your shoes. It's an easier icebreaker. Couldn't think of that word. So what we wear matters, but at times we do have restrictions because we go to events that might say it's all white. And that can be very frustrating too. I had a client come to me one time and said, I have to wear an all white outfit. And there was a lot of restrictions. Now, personally, if I gotten that invitation with all those restrictions, I would have just said I'm not coming because I'm not into that personality. But I've met people who have gone to garden parties and they had to wear, particular outfits. I've met people who have come to me and said, I'm going to a wedding in Vermont, and it's a black tie formal wedding in Vermont. If you're not sure of Vermont's a very country area, and you're like, black formal, oh, in a barn. And I'm serious. That was an event that a client came to me with. So lots of times we do have restrictions that we have to wear, but I like to help people understand you don't have to lose your personality in wearing what people are kind of predicting or saying that you have to wear. You can bring it in your own way. So never feel like you are losing your power or that you are being controlled, but think about it in a way, well, if I have to wear all black, if I have to wear all white, if I have to go to this formal wedding, how am I going to bring my personality and style through that? How am I going to let that shine? And that's where you get to know yourself better. That's where you look at colors like black and navy, and you look at how pants fit your body type. You look at how, if I'm wearing all black, how does that honor your body type? Okay? If you want to wear all black and you wear it so you wear an A-line dress, so it complements if you're fuller on the bottom. And what you do is you look at your accessories, you look at your shoes, and you say, okay, how is this going to bring out my personality? I'm stuck wearing all black. We don't have to get down about it. But if you have to be critiqued, guidelines of wearing all black, then how are you going to bring your personality through? How are you going to bring your personality through in a suit? If I have to wear a suit, I'm not a suit person, but for whatever reason, this particular new job or this particular event, maybe you're getting investors to come to you. Maybe you have an opportunity where you're going to have investors coming to you and they have to invest. Maybe, you're looking for, $1 million. You're looking for, $50,000. You want to go dressed, and they have to look at you and see that there's a serious person there, that somebody took time and effort to get dressed. But what are the clothes that are going to let them know that? How are they going to feel the energy of you coming through serious about the money that they're investing in you? So you can wear black pants, black jacket, but maybe you put a beautiful red shirt underneath that has a little print. Like you see the blouse I have on has very little print in it, right? I could put this under a navy jacket and it has still a subtle personality to it. Just a subtle hint. But I could have somebody else who says, you know what, Christine, I just want to be all navy. And I might work with her accessories, from earrings to the necklace. Maybe we'll go with the shoes. You can always have fun with shoes. You can always express yourself in the right way. There's a way different energy between a high heel There's a different energy between a flat, and there's a different energy between all these colors. So you could do all black with red shoes, and your personality's coming through. You're like, hey, I'm a fun person, right? I've got these red shoes on. I'm a little risky, but they're on your feet, right? It's not so loud. It's not coming into the room. You're not fearing anything. You come in and your red shoes are showing up. It's just a little hint to say, hey, you know what? I'm a little bit of a wild girl. I'm a little bit of fun girl. I'm a little bit of a party girl. So classic red, white, and black. Very classic, but really fun. Same thing. You can wear gold shoes. You can wear silver shoes. Don't feel limited when people put restrictions on the clothes for whatever invitation that you're receiving. Does anybody have any questions about that? If you do, just drop them in the comments below. And think about some of the things that I remember when I had to wear all black at one time. And one of the things that frustrated me about that is it just felt like I just had this wardrobe of black clothes. But the other thing you can do is your makeup. You can do a lot with your makeup and a lot with your hair. So these are other components that can show your personality. A bold red lip, that has a different energy. Maybe the smokier eye, that has a different energy. You can use your hair if you like to wear it up. Maybe it's a whole different personality. If I put my hair up, it's going to be a whole different kind of energy, right? I even feel just like so much colder right now putting my hair up. But get creative. Don't feel that you're losing your power when you have restrictions of what to wear because of the industry that you're in, because of the job you're going for. If you have a passion and mission to achieve that goal, like this woman did at that talk that I attended this morning, and she really did explain it, and she took her career very far. And she had to do that because that's whatever those men were thinking, that navy blue was for them to take her seriously. But you know what? She knew how to advance, and she's had a very successful career. So this is something to think about as you step into the spring. As you think about what are you going to wear for your events that you have coming. And don't forget, I always say, your intentions are powerful. So if you have a serious event that you want to have, a speaking gig, attending a certain event, getting a new job, getting a new career, think about the outfit that you're going to need and want to create energetically, and let's get that in your closet today. Because the more that is in your closet now, the better chances you have of it coming to you. I can't stress that enough. The power of our mind and setting our intentions is so powerful. Your closet represents your subconscious mind, and it has a powerful energy. So I hope this was very helpful to you. I hope you found insights and perspectives. And if you are challenged in an environment where you have to wear certain clothes because of the restrictions of whatever the environment is, I hope that you can see this and think, how do I need to get my personality in there? And there is always a way. I tell you, if you give me 4 women and told me that they all had to wear navy, I would dress them with all their personality shining through. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear them. I would love to know what challenges you have. And if you feel like you really want some more support, then please leave it in the comments or DM me, and we can talk about how I can support you in creating that wardrobe for spring, in creating a wardrobe that honors who you are and that's attracting in the things that you would love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.